Hello, my loves. It is Sky back to you with the positive vibes. Okay. Hello, my Skywalkers. Last week I came to you guys with accepting love and disposing of bad energy and bad vibes that do not need to be around you. You don't need to be in the vicinity of those bad things and bad people. And this week we're going to be talking about procrastinating on self-love. Because I know I do it, you might do it, they might do it, who knows, but it happens. So yeah, before I get into it, make sure you click that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below to show some love to your girl Sky, because why not? So anyways, let's get into it. So you guys know I started everything off with a daily quote. Today the quote is, "May your troubles be less and your blessings be more," by Irish Blessing. I have no idea who Irish Blessing is. I don't even know if that's like an actual person. But either way, I found this quote and I was like, this is gonna be perfect. Because first of all, it literally says, "May your troubles be less." And I feel like when you are investing your time and when you're investing your time into yourself, there can be nothing wrong with that. You're definitely gonna have less problems. You might hit some walls between in the midst of doing all those things. But the more you love yourself, the more you take care of yourself, I only feel like you're only gonna have less problems. So that's why I chose that quote for this video, guys. But let's go ahead and dive into it all. Let's do it. So when it comes to procrastinating on self-love, in my opinion, the meaning of it would definitely be like things you want to do with your life, things you see for yourself in the future. It's not gonna just pop up there tomorrow. So you need to stop, don't procrastinate on it. I know for me, I have a lot of things I want to get into when it comes to investing, being better at managing my money, because I'm a teenage impulsive spender. Yeah, so, and I mean, I know people who watch this video probably are like, oh, me too, and I'm probably 27 and I'm still impulsively spending on things. But I want to get into a lot of things. I want to get into cars. I wanted to get into writing more. I love writing. I love reading. I want to get into a lot of those things more, and obviously those things are healthy for my brain and my well-being, obviously, because it's things that I like and I enjoy. So, and I procrastinate on finding out more information about it, educating myself more about these things. I procrastinate on those things, and I know other people have issues when it comes to procrastinating on things they want to get into. So some tips for you guys when it comes to stop procrastinating on self-love. The first tip is going to be, stop postponing the things you want for yourself. Take that first step, whatever it is. Okay, for me, when it comes to me wanting to learn about investing, I can't just wake up and be like, oh, now I know everything I need to know. No, I've been watching videos, looking up articles to read, and the people who are into investing, asking them questions here, and they're like, hey man, so da 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 da. Take that first step. It can be the smallest step ever in someone else's eyes, but it can be the biggest step in the direction that you want to go to. Okay, guys, so do not let anyone postpone you from taking that first step. Take it. Whether it's a video, whether it's a book, whether it's a conversation with someone else, take it. Whatever it is, even if it's just waking up in the morning and getting out of bed, take that first step, okay? Take it, because nothing else is going to lead you to where you want to go unless you, lead yourself down, unless you do what you need to do to get there. And of course it's hard. You got to work hard for everything in this world. So, unless you have a nice a nice card, nice cards that you've been dealt, but not everyone has a nice hand. The second tip, guys, promise yourself a reward, and I mean a good reward, even if it's something tiny. You know what I mean? After taking that first step and taking the second step, leave something, have something that you ooh, you know what, I finally watched that video on this, so you know what I'm gonna do after this? I'm gonna take myself on a nice little walk, or I'm gonna take myself out to dinner, or take myself to get coffee and briskets. I don't know, do something for yourself after to make yourself feel good about what you're doing for yourself, because it's gonna only motivate you to do it more. It's gonna only motivate you to be like, okay, well, the more and more I get closer to the goal that I want to accomplish, the more and more I work on this thing and I learn about this one little thing that I want for myself, it's only gonna cause you to have more positive vibes, more positivity within yourself. That's all it's gonna do. And I feel like who doesn't want that for themselves? If you want to be sad, if you want to be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, and if you don't know, you gotta figure it out. You know what I mean? So yeah, like reward yourself. Leave something afterwards. Have, even if it's a drink that you love, your favorite beverage, or anything. It could be anything. Buying yourself a shirt, buying yourself a do-rag, buying yourself a bandana. It could be anything. Getting your nails done, guys and gals. Anything, people. Anything. Just reward yourself, because it's going to give you that motivation, I promise you. And you can do it not only just after the first step, but you can do it after the second, after the third. You can continue on with it. You can make those little rewards for yourself bigger and bigger as time goes on, because you're realizing, okay, well, I feel like I deserve a little more because I'm doing a little more. And that's always best. For me, I try my best not to over reward myself for things, because I'm like, I've done this, and this, but do I really deserve to do this? Do I really deserve to do this? And I actually had a friend of mine tell me, something along that lines, like, I try my best not to over reward myself. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself, but if you have bills due, if you have, stuff that needs to get done that's important, that, is vital for like everyday life, and you need to make sure that's done, and you're out here just having drinks and going out partying and stuff, first of all, your priorities are messed up. Second of all, you don't deserve some of those things that you're rewarding yourself. Not saying that you don't, you know what I mean? Not saying that it's not okay. But at the same time, you probably would feel better after, a long day of work and a long day at the gym, or, something like that. You may feel, it's going to feel better, because you're going to be like, ooh, I got everything done. I deserve this. I know me. I love that. I love doing that for myself. And it's like, ooh, now I can just relax. Like after cleaning the house. You know what I mean? After you clean the entire house and you washed all your clothes, you washed your sheets, you washed everything. I was looking at my cat, my bad. After you washed everything and you've gotten everything all clean and now you're clean, it's like, ooh, I'm gonna sit back and just, have me a nice little glass of kombucha or something. You know what I mean? And just sit back and play the game for a few hours on end. Like, well, why not? I have done everything I needed to do for the day. It's the best feeling, and you can't sit here and tell me that I'm wrong for saying that. You know it's true. I know it's true. We know it's true. So reward yourself after taking that first step. Okay? Next, invest your time and money into yourself. And I can speak on this one. I have a hard time doing that, because let's say I can invest my time into myself. But when it comes to money, I am a very selfless person. I can be selfish with some things, but I'll go out of my way to buy someone else something or to help someone else out before I do what I need to do. And that's not okay. I mean, of course, it's like, oh, you're a good person. You help people out when they need the help, or this, and the third. But at the same time, it's not okay, because, I'm putting myself last all the time. And if I know I want to eventually get into investing, if I know I eventually want to buy these things so I can start doing epoxy, which I'm going to start doing epoxy one day. So, one day soon. Be looking out for those videos. You're going to enjoy it. Okay? But, if I keep on doing that, I'm not going to be able to ever accomplish any of the goals I want. So if I'm not investing my time, my money into myself, even a little bit, little by little, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get closer to my dreams. I'm going to just stay stagnant in the same spot, because I'm like, oh, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. You know what I mean? Invest your time and your money into yourself, into your dreams, and do that, and don't feel bad about it. Don't let anyone make you feel selfish for putting you first. Okay? Now, if you're honestly just a selfish person, no words spoken. But don't let people make you feel bad for, changing things up and being like, okay, well, you know what? I actually need to get this done, so I can't help you today. I don't have the time today. You know what I mean? And I have sometimes, that's pretty much a boundary at that point. And, I can speak from experience, say I've crossed boundaries with other people, and I've had people cross boundaries with me when it comes to my time and everything, so, or their time. Like I said, I've crossed boundaries, but you live and you learn. And as long as you take an experience and you're like, okay, well, I know that actually isn't okay for someone to do to me and for me to do to someone else. So just be okay with investing your time and your money into yourself. And don't look at it like, oh, like this is like such a horrible thing. You know what I mean? It's not. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Ever. Okay, boys? Ever. This actually is the second to last tip, guys. And then after I'm done with all these tips, I'm going to give you guys like a little, not exactly a story, but just like a little backstory on what made me choose this topic for today's episode. If you guys have, this is like just in like a little intervene. I'm intervening real quick. If you guys have any pets, necessarily if you guys have a cat, does your cat ever just randomly just start to sprint everywhere? Like, my cat was just chilling behind me on the bed. This dude just gets up and he's like, meow, and he's just gone. Like, he just became the Flash. I don't even know where he went, but he is gone, baby, and he's having the best time of his life, I bet. The best time. I got him this little toy and stuff, and yeah, it's literally like having a kid. Like, I don't even know what having a kid's like, but having a cat or having a pet is just like, you really have to take care of them and everything. Like, you got the vet visits, you got the food, like all this stuff, and it's like, oh my god. Okay. Back to the main part. Okay, the last tip was invest your time and money into yourself. I gave you guys a little rundown on that. Don't be sad about it. Don't feel bad about it. Just do it. Like Shia LaBeouf said, just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it, bro. Okay, for the second to last tip, figure out what motivates you and take a hold to it. Figure out what makes you want to get things done. Figure out what makes you want to do better for yourself. Whether, I wouldn't necessarily say, oh, let it be a person or something like that, but it could be a person. It could be a family member, a friend, a boyfriend, girlfriend, a kid. Whatever motivates you to want to do better for yourself, take a hold to it. Hold on to that thing, that person, and be like, okay, you make me want to be a better me. You make me want to take care of myself. You make me want to be the best me that I can be. Even if it's just you. Even if it's a lucky sock that you have. You're like, this sock, man, this sock is such a beautiful sock, and I love it, and it makes me want to be the best me I can be, so I can wear this sock all the time. Whatever it might be. People are weird, okay? I know I'm weird. All right? But I can just tell you, for me, like, my thing is my parents. It's my parents, definitely. My father, my mother, it's definitely them that makes me want to be the best me I can be, because I feel like a lot of kids, a lot of people in these, like, in the time, no one wants to be looked at as a failure. And I don't. And I know it's been a second while that I've been feeling like, oh, I'm a failure, that I don't do, like, what am I doing with my life, and this. And just, having them still love me and still appreciate me and, love me as I am and to motivate me still and believe in me, it's giving me the motivation to want to do better for myself, to want to be the best me that I can be. So one day I can, take care of them and give them the lives that they put to the side to take care of me, to give me a better life, to give me a better space and a home to have, and things that I always I wanted as a kid, and just growing up. Still to this day, my parents get me stuff. Like, I'm only 19, but still, I know there's 19-year-olds who live by themselves, who parents don't talk to them, all of these things. So it's like, they make me want to go for it all the time. Sometimes I'm like, you guys, but then I'm like, get out of your head. They believe in you. They love you. You know what I mean? So for me, it's my parents. Whatever it is for you guys, who's ever watching this video right now, figure it out and hold on to it, baby, because it's going to get you there. It's going to get you there. And like I said, don't let anything or anyone tell you what you're doing is wrong. Don't let anyone tell you that investing your time, investing your money, investing you into you is wrong, because it is not wrong in any kind of way. There's no way in heck that it could be wrong. There's no way. If you're telling me, oh, you know what, I feel like I need therapy, and I tell my friend, oh, I feel like I need therapy, so I may not be able to hang out Thursdays and Fridays anymore, but I'm still free Saturdays and Sundays. They're like, oh, well, you're wrong for that, because we do brunch on this day and we go out here this day. No. That is not okay. You need to dispose of that bad person if they are not happy about you helping yourself. Okay, if they're not happy about you doing better for yourself, they're not a real person. They're not, not like a real person, but they're not a real friend to you. You know what I mean? Anyone who's around you should be rooting for you, should be wanting the best for you, should be, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, do it, girl, do it, boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they should be on your team. Despite, you know what I mean? That's like vice versa. They should go both ways. And like I said, figure out what motivates you and take hold to it, man. The last little tip I have for today is break large goals down into small ones. And like I pretty much started everything off with, you know, like stop postponing the things you want for yourself. When I said it, whether it's a YouTube video, a book, you know, break it all down into small little things. You're like, okay, well, you know what, I'll watch this 5-minute video for this, or I'll watch this 10-minute video, and just build your way up if you want to, or just continue on with the small little increments of things that's helping you figure out more about what it is you want, or whatever it might be. Break it down to small so you're not overwhelming yourself. Because I know for me, if I have like a whole bunch on my plate and I'm like, okay, now, you know what I mean? Like, oh God, I don't know what to do first. Shiites, okay? Break it all down. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I could break this over here, and I can start with this first, and I can leave all that there. And then next you come back to the plate and you're like, okay, now I have about 7 things left that I wanted to do. So let me take a little piece of that and throw it in there. You know what I mean? Little small increments. Break your big goals down into small ones so you don't overwhelm yourself, so you're not overworking yourself and your brain. You know what I mean? And within procrastinating, I feel like a lot of people, you know, they beat themselves up for it. So don't beat yourself up procrastinating. You know, forgive yourself for it. Forgive yourself for saying, okay, you know, like, come to yourself and say, I'm sorry, you know, that I was postponing so many things that I know I want for myself, and doing this for so-and-so, or doing this instead, or going out of my way to do this thing that honestly isn't healthy for me instead. You know, apologize to yourself and forgive yourself, because it's okay. It's okay. You know how many people have the issue of procrastinating? You know how many people who are successful who probably still have the issue of procrastinating? It's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it, because the more you beat yourself up, the more you're going to procrastinate. You know what I mean? And that only makes sense. Like, the more and more you put yourself down, it's going to be harder to come up. So you gotta accept that you are a procrastinator. You have to forgive yourself for being a procrastinator. You got to take that first step, like I said at first, guys. You know, break those large goals down into small ones, and within doing it, just keep on motivating yourself. Just keep on going, because I can promise you, once you get closer towards the end, or once you get closer towards reaching that goal, I wouldn't necessarily say the end, but you're gonna feel amazing. You know what I mean? I can tell you, when it comes to me getting back into school, the closer and closer I got to it, when it came to finishing off the test, and, you know what I mean, finally going to my first class and being like, you know, and then the next step, getting my school ID, it's like, oh, you know, like, I did it. You know what I mean? And then now once I finish everything off, it's going to be like, I did it. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's an amazing feeling, whether it's something big, whether it's something small. If it's cleaning out your closet, guys, if it's, you know, organizing your books, if it's whatever it might be, whatever might declutter your mind and to make you more focused on getting other things done, or just, you know, whatever it is, stop procrastinating on taking care of it. Stop procrastinating on taking care of you. Get it done and be happy about it. Get it done and feel amazing about it. Tell the whole world if you want to. Scream about it. I cleaned out my closet, I organized my books, and I got my skin together. And actually, that's like a thing that I'm focused on right now, because my skin is super sensitive, and I'm realizing it. Like, I can sleep 8 hours a day. I can eat good, drink water all the time, and I can have a mild breakout, and I'm hating that. I know this is off topic, but like, seriously, this is something that I've been procrastinating on, like putting the time and the money into my self-care when it comes to my body. I'm a very hygienic person. Like, my hygiene is amazing. I love to smell good, love to look good. I mean, like, even though I look like a little bit crazy right now, but it's like I love to take care of myself. Like, who doesn't? I mean, if you don't, then to each its own. But for me, it's just like, it feels amazing to take a shower and to be like, oh, my skin's clear and my body's clear and all those things, you know. And then like to see the changes as you start to do more things to take care of your body and everything, you know, like that's self-love. And it's like, once you get to the point, like, oh, you know, once I get to the point of my skin being clear and all these things, it's just like, of course I'm gonna feel better about myself. Of course you're going to feel better about yourself once you stop procrastinating on it. And that's just a big fact, guys. I hope I wasn't talking too fast in this video. Told you guys in my very first one, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm not really the best at conversation. I'm a big loner. Yeah. So, but anyways, the last quote, the closing quote for today is, by Dolly Parton. And I'm giving her name first because who doesn't know Dolly Parton? If you don't know Dolly Parton, then you're just weird. But it's okay to be weird, so don't beat yourself up about it. But Dolly Parton said, "The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you're gonna have to put up with the rain." So I'm gonna go ahead and just iterate that in my own way towards everything I just said. If you want to be the best you that you see for yourself, if you want to accomplish all these things that you've written down or that you see that you enjoy or whatever it may be, you're gonna have to go through those days where you're like, oh, I don't feel like it. Or you're gonna have to go through those moments where you're like, oh, I didn't do this right. You're gonna have to go through the bad in order to get to the good. It's not just gonna be easy. Nothing is easy. Okay, some people might be, but nothing in the world is easy, all right, guys? So you really need to take that last quote, and I'm saying it again, okay? The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. If you want to be the best you can be, you have to go through the trenches within yourself, within your life, in order to get to the best you, because they're on the other side waiting for you. Like, hey, I've been here the whole time. You just had to get to me. You had to work your way up. That's all you got to do, guys. So yeah, yet again, this is Sky with you, talking about procrastinating on self-love. Said it in the beginning of the video. You better like it. I'm gonna spray you, okay? You better like it. But come on, guys, like my video, subscribe to my channel so you guys can see more from me. Definitely gonna be coming out with more. Comment down below everything that I've said here, the tips, the quotes, of course, are gonna be left down in the description below. The music in the background is gonna be left down in the description below. Yeah. Also, before I let you guys go, I actually uploaded a short. I'm going to be documenting my journey on stopping vaping. I'm just going to give you guys a little input right now. Today is my official first day that I haven't had a vape at all. And it's not rough, but I can definitely tell you, like, I'm over here like, oh my God, I want to vape. It's literally like still wanting, like, if you're smoking cigarettes or something, it's rough, guys. But I'm going to be doing another short either today, later on, after I get off work, or later on tomorrow. So just be looking out for that, guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys love yourself some more, and others, of course. Eat well, sleep well. Peace out.